Hello everybody, my name is Antoine, welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2 as Germany. Let's continue on from where we last left off. So, it's 1971, and what I want to do right now is I want to basically replace all of my infantry and all of my motorized infantry with the new mechanicalized infantry, which we are going to be getting in October of 71. We'll be able to start building those guys right away. So what we should do is we should do a little bit of preparation, and how we're going to basically prep is that we're going to get, first things first, we're going to get rid of all of these motorized troops. The reason we're going to get rid of the motorized troops is because that'll give us more soldier, I guess, pops would be the that's the correct way to put it. But basically these motorized troops can be retrained as mechanized troops, and that would just be better for us. So let's find a province just with 120, yeah, or not 120, 214. I don't think that's one of them. No, that's 118. Let's go to here, because that has 214 supply. And also what we want to do is for the guys that are not motorized infantry, so just the, like these basic infantry right here, what we're going to want to do with them is we are basically going to want to split them up into an even number of troops we just put into every single stack. Because some of these guys, like this guy right here, just had a majority of the bad infantry. Well, some of them have completely motorized troops, so you want to make sure that they're at least somewhat even and balanced. And I actually have no idea, do mobilized troops raise up as these guys, or do they raise up? I'm assuming they raise up as them, but I don't know. We'll delete you, and then there's, what, 3 infantry in this stack? No artillery. And we are still building up some of the fighters and bombers. I know that I did miscount this, and we don't need at least one of these bombers, so we'll get rid of at least one. So we get these guys together, you guys, and some of these guys actually are German, even though they're the bad infantry. I don't even know why I would train bad German infantry. We'll just, set them all over there for right now. I guess you guys combine. I don't know why there were 2 stacks there, but we'll just get all the infantry. Throw them into one big stack, and they will eventually march their way over there. We'll combine them. Each army is going to have 7 of the basic infantry, and we're going to have to train up 38 of the mechanized infantry. You might be wondering why I already know all this without having to kind of count them. It's because I've actually already recorded this video, but now I have to re-record it, just because no matter what I do with this specific series, it will always crash. Well, it doesn't really crash, I'll just screw up the recording process. So somehow last time I just recorded things wrong. So we're going to get rid of the motorized infantry that are already in the stack, because we know for a fact that they are German. And I think there are 2... Well, first things first, let's just take a quick scan of this. Yep, get rid of you. But there is 2 German troops in here. I think it's... I don't know which 2 they are, though. So we're gonna basically go all the way through there. I still don't know why European is even on the list. So 7 Dusseldorf, 2nd Kiel. Okay, yeah, those do sound familiar. 7th Dusseldorf, and they're right next to each other. Berlin, Dusseldorf. Yeah, it's these 2 guys that should be disbanded. We still got our planes being built. This will be done, yeah, in October, so we got a little bit of time till then. When's the next election? The next election, July 1st, 1972. So sometime next year, in about a year from now, there'll be another election. Maybe the Liberals won't be in charge. I mean, it looks like the majority of people want to vote for the Socialist, but they just don't. Okay, so let's see, we have 4 tanks. So I think there are 2 tanks in here, yes. So 2 tanks, and I think there's 1 bomber missing as well. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so yeah, so they're missing a lot of things. Are we building artillery and stuff as well? Yeah, no, there are artillery fighters being built. So what should each one of these stacks be? I think they're supposed to be like 66. Because he's got 4 and 18. You have 12, because you have absolutely no bombers, so we will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that should be good for you, and that should put you up at 66 as well. What are you missing? This is not even... No, I want... Yeah, and then combine, and they should be... Yeah, it just looks nicer like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so you need a bomber, and we have plenty of bombers to give you. You need 2 bombers, and once again, we have plenty of bombers. Did we have 3 bombers too many? How have I miscounted everything so poorly? There we go. Now we got mechanized infantry, so we'll start training them. As soon as these guys are built, we'll start building them. I don't want to build them like super early. So we're at 12 out of 50. Let's just take a look at the other major powers, like the Russians. They are at 15. The French are at 14. What's the maximum we can be at? So 1990. 1990. This one's 80. So 4, 8. Yeah, I think it's 15. It's the maximum right now. How do I get some mutually assured destruction? That sounds awesome. Actually, maybe something in... Yeah, we need to get the research technology first, because it's available, and that should always just be the first thing you get. So because we need... Actually, no, first things combine these guys. Because every army needs 15 infantry. Yeah, now you're just all bombers. Oh, this guy has no bombers. He only has 1 bomber. Are you 5? You're 4. You go into this army. Not you. You stay here. 15. Oh, you have 6. Why do you have 6 tanks? Get your tanks out of there. They're not supposed to be there. Bomber, fighter, artillery. So you're missing what? A fighter and a bomber. I think we're training these 2 guys. Might as well not have the game pause. Yeah, we're training a fighter and a bomber. So who only has 2 tanks? Is it you? Yeah, you only have 2 tanks. You should go over there then. You are on artillery, and I think this guy does need an artillery. So combine you up. And you are at 16. Let's get all the bombers together, just because once again, I like having them grouped up nicely. So you're at 60. What are you missing then? Okay, you're missing a fighter and an artillery piece. What are you? Are you a fighter? You're a bomber. I don't think we need another bomber. Actually, I think we do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. You got the 6 here. So I don't know. I guess we just trained things wrong. Yeah, okay, then you just be disbanded because you don't really do anything for us. But we need 2 fighters and artillery. We're only building 2 fighters. We built an extra bomber when we should have been building an artillery. That's my mistake. But I guess on top of that, so we need 15, 30, 60, 75. If we could build 75 infantry, then that would be great. We can build 55, because I think we're building 57, 56, 54. Okay, so we're training 2 other guys. So we have 54. Let me go to my calculator for a second, do some quick math. 75 minus 54. We need 21 of the terrible ones. So each army needs 4.2. So that means that it's I don't know. Each army I guess gets 5. Well, it's not like it really matters because we can't train these guys into anything else. So I guess they each just get 5 stacks because what else am I going to do with them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15 can go to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're just going to have basically some more troops that we can't really do much with. We might just even still just want to split them off and just put them into every army and just have more troops. Like, I don't know if that's a bad thing. We can get Sweden. Can we just put them into our sphere now? We can. Fantastic. Add them to our sphere. So let's see. What are people trying to get investing with our sphere? Boss. No. Other than the French with the Swiss, everything there seems to be mostly fine. So we have Spain. Hungary's the only one who's in our sphere, but actually isn't, or someone who's allied to us, but isn't in our sphere. Let's just take a quick look that we're not missing out on anybody. Well, Brazil is not in our sphere, but I'm assuming that they're probably friendly with the United States. They're actually neutral. They're coordinating with the French. The French are putting points in them very, very slowly. So I guess we will focus on Hungary. No reason to even focus on Switzerland because nobody else is even trying to get them. Everybody else is still neutral. We'll lose militancy. We're not militant or and we're not very conscious. We're just kind of there. We only have 6. Actually, what we should be doing is we should be getting more teachers, shouldn't we? In our most populated state. So how about we get some teachers instead of soldiers? I think it's time to educate our population. And I'm still assuming that it's about 2% for minimum and then 4% optimal for increasing this. Yeah, we're losing a little bit of money, but that's fine. Not much we can actually do about it. Still a lot of unemployment. Like, why can't you just hire them? There's just empty factories. There's people that can work, but they just can't due to the laissez-faire system we got in our country right now. Okay, let's just. We are still building these boats very, very slowly. Can we build more destroyers? We can. We actually have enough ports. So let's keep pumping out destroyers as well. Really, there's no reason not to. We get at basically minimal points for capital ships, but it's not 0. 96. Yeah, we don't have any, like, big ships. Look, we can build 1 European infantry in Berlin. Also, fighters split in half. 1 guy goes there, 1 guy goes here, and then are you the artillery piece? I think you go here as well. And then they all should be 81. So combine, 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 combine. I guess this 36 stack will just stand on Berlin for now. I don't know what else we're going to really do with them. Norway wants an alliance. We'll say yes, because I don't really see a reason not to. And then all of our mechanized infantry. They'll be built slowly, but because there's so many guys just wanting to be built out of. Look how many guys want to be built in Nuremberg. It's a stupid amount of people that want to be built in Nuremberg. Grease your opinion. Get them up to cordial. I think the Russians are already friendly with. Yeah, they're already friendly with Hungary, but I don't think they're going to do anything. It still feels to me that the AI doesn't even try to really go for spheres, even though they, they absolutely should be. And we got Scarment, that's fine. We got Zaire here. Soldiers do need better food. So they're now under a fascist dictatorship. Who is the guy that was in charge of Zaire? And he had the like the cheetah hat, and he forbid anybody else from wearing cheetah, like a cheetah pattern, or else they'd be executed. What was his name? I can't remember on the top of my head. And it's still dumb that there's 2 Congos. Even this has to stop. Yeah, sure. And this little guy, this little presidential dictatorship, he actually survived the Civil War. So good for you, Katanga. Got Uganda. All these guys here. Okay, let's go back up to our country. Like right now, it's balanced. We have a huge back row with nobody in the front. Just lower the tariffs. I mean, we're not going to. I'm pretty sure we're at 0% tariffs, so we can't really lower anything. Increase education spending to maximum. Admin spending, I think, is fine. Yeah, let's nationalize the mine. Sounds good. Cool. Citizenship. We are making money. Well, we're spending more than it's saying that we should be spending, but whatever. We can get hungry up to friendly. Planned economy is like the... I don't want planned economy. The reason I don't want planned economy is because I just don't want to have to manage it all myself. I still want the capitalist to be able to do something. Okay, so we got a research tech. We should be getting education efficiency as well. I want this number to be higher because it's basically... Let's see. Where is it? Higher education. It's giving us 0.25 research a day, which is basically nothing. And then we need... How many guys did I build? I built 54, didn't I? And 54 I don't think is divisible by 6, is it? Oh, it is. 9. Okay, well that's simple enough. But wait, 54... Okay. Oh, let's wait, 7... I feel like I screwed up my math at some point. And now... Is there 6 armies or is there 5? There's 5 armies. Secularization first. Yes. So how did I screw this up? So each one has 9. And then it'd be 9 and then 4.2 for every single stack, which, you know, we can't do. So that makes this 14. So I don't know how exactly I did this entire thing wrong. But I did. 14... I mean, it is 14, 4, 18. That's a perfect front of back row ratio, so maybe it's fine as it is. How long does it take for these guys to actually build? It takes them 270 days. That's a year. Wow. Okay. Wasn't expecting it to take that long. Russia's trying to take Sweden from us. I don't know why. And is NATO getting bigger? I can't really tell. I think there's a modifier on the capital. At least I think they're supposed to be. I thought there was supposed to be a... Where the hell's Washington? There it is. I thought there was supposed to be like a province modifier that showed if people were in a, like a defensive league, like NATO or the European whatever. It showed the Dutch can have an alliance. Decisions, international court. Invented globalization. We'll get 11 prestige if we do that. When can we get globalization? 1990. It's weird that this event is talking about stuff that happened in 1946, but you can't research it. According, territorial disputes will be resolved by the court, not by... Interesting. I don't know exactly how that works, but apparently that can happen until at least 1990. Does that have something to do with crises, or... Like, I don't really know. Let's take a look at some of these other decisions we still got here. This thing, yeah, we get 11 prestige. We just researched modern neoliberalism, so I think we probably should be doing that. Do we not have EU ambition? Wait, Norway, what are you doing? Why are you at war with the Russians? Aland? Isn't Aland this island right here? Norway, what the hell are you doing, man? I'm not even too sure. But I feel like has to be the end of this video, so thanks everybody for watching. My name's been Anthem. If you've enjoyed, remember to thumbs up, not really comment, thumbs down. Want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.